Why do some people struggle financially no matter how hard they work, while others seem to rise steadily even from the bottom? It's not always about how much someone earns. It's not always about luck, background, or education. Sometimes the real trap lies in silent habits, daily behaviors so subtle they seem harmless, but over time, they quietly sabotage financial progress. If you've ever found yourself wondering, why am I always broke by the end of the month? Or why do my efforts never seem to build anything? You're not alone. And more importantly, you're not stuck. Today's video will reveal the 10 habits that quietly keep people poor, and most importantly, how to break free from every single one of them. These aren't quick hacks or gimmicks. They're deep-rooted truths about how money works, how behavior shapes results, and how mindset silently controls wealth. Stick around, because by the end, you'll not only recognize these patterns, you'll know exactly how to dismantle them. Welcome to Exceeding Fruitful, where we simplify wealth building, financial wisdom, and real-world money skills for everyday people. Here, we don't sell you hype. We teach you what works. Principles that anyone from any background can apply. Whether you're living paycheck to paycheck, recovering from debt, or simply ready to build a smarter financial future, this space is for you. If you're serious about change, about freedom, about finally breaking out of the cycle, then click that subscribe button and join a community that's learning, growing, and winning with money. Now let's dive deep into the first habit that keeps people stuck and how to turn it around. Habit 1, living beyond your means, 1,300 words. Imagine earning $2,000 a month and spending $2,200, or earning $5,000 more and spending $5,500. This is not a math issue. It's a lifestyle issue. And it's the first and most dangerous habit that keeps people poor. Living beyond their means. The problem, lifestyle, creep. As income increases, so does spending. This is called lifestyle inflation or lifestyle creep. A person gets a raise and suddenly they upgrade their phone, buy a better car, eat out more, and take more trips. Now, instead of being financially free, they're stuck on a treadmill, working more just to maintain a bigger lifestyle. The real tragedy? Many people live beyond their means, not because they want luxury, but because they're trying to escape stress, social pressure, or emotional emptiness. That's why the solution isn't just spend less, it's deeper. The psychology behind it. People often use spending as a coping mechanism, shopping to feel good, upgrading to impress others, living for the weekend to escape weekday burnout. But here's the truth. Real financial peace comes from control, not consumption. When you always chase the next thing, the newest gadget, the designer bag, the luxury vacation, you end up broke emotionally and financially. Signs: you're living beyond your means. You frequently borrow money before payday. Your credit card balances keep growing. You can't save more than 10% of your income. Emergencies ruin your month. Your lifestyle depends on every dollar coming in. And if one paycheck disappears, everything crashes. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Why it's so dangerous. It builds invisible debt. Even if you look okay, financial holes deepen behind the scenes. It kills savings. There's no money left to invest or prepare for opportunities. It creates dependency. You're forever dependent on your job, others, or loans to survive. And that's how the trap tightens. Breaking the habit. So how do you stop living beyond your means? 1. Know your real numbers. Track every dollar coming in and every dollar going out. Use free tools like Mint YNAB. You need a budget. A basic spreadsheet. Awareness is the first step to control. 2. Separate needs from wants. A $500 phone can call, text, email, and take pictures, just like a $1,200 one. The difference is emotional. Learn to ask, do I want this because it's useful or because it's popular? 3. Set lifestyle limits, even when you earn more. One of the smartest strategies is to lock your lifestyle and raise your savings as income grows. Let's say you earn $3,000 and live on $2,700. When you get a raise to $3,500, don't upgrade your spending to $3,400. Keep living at $2,700. And now, you can save $800 per month. Create spending rules. Decide in advance. No more than 20% of your take-home pay goes to non-essentials. Save before you spend, not the other way around. If it costs more than $100, wait 48 hours before buying. This rewires your relationship with money. 5. Build a joy budget. You don't have to eliminate fun. Just plan it. Create a $100 to $200 joy fund each month to enjoy without guilt. This keeps your life balanced and reduces emotional splurging. 6. Find alternative rewards. If you spend to feel better, you'll need to discover new ways to feel good. Go for walks instead of shopping. Read, journal, or call a friend instead of scrolling for deals. Celebrate with experiences, not stuff. 7. Visualize your bigger goals. Keep a clear picture of what you're working toward. A debt-free life. A house paid in cash. Traveling without credit cards. Retiring early. When you focus on long-term gain, short-term temptation loses its grip. Real-world example. Meet Lisa. She made $3,200 per month. But her car payments, subscriptions, dinners, and random Target runs always added up. She started tracking her expenses and found she was overspending $500 a month. By making small changes, canceling unused apps, cooking more meals, driving a used car instead of financing, she saved $6,000 in 1 year. She didn't win the lottery. She just stopped living beyond her means. Recap of Habit 1. Living beyond your means. This is where many people lose before they even start. It's not about deprivation, it's about alignment. Aligning your lifestyle with your long-term vision. Choosing peace over pressure. And building a life you can sustain and be proud of. Habit 2. Not budgeting or tracking expenses. 1,300 words. There's a popular saying in finance. What gets measured, gets managed. And yet, millions of people go through life without ever knowing exactly where their money goes. They work hard. They earn consistently. But at the end of each month, they're left wondering, where did all my money go? This brings us to the second destructive habit that keeps people poor. Not budgeting or tracking expenses. Why budgeting isn't about restriction. A lot of people hear the word budget and instantly think of stress, sacrifice, or strict rules. But here's the truth. A budget is not a cage. It's a compass. It doesn't exist to limit your life. It exists to tell your money where to go, instead of wondering where it went. Think of a budget like GPS. Without it, you're just driving blind, hoping to reach your destination. But with it, you get clarity, direction, and peace of mind. Budgeting is not about spending less. It's about spending on purpose. The cost of not tracking expenses. Let's say you earn $3,500 per month. You think your rent, groceries, and transport cost $2,000 total. That should leave you with $1,500, right? But somehow, by the end of the month, you have nothing left. No savings, no emergency fund, no investment, no explanation. Why? Because when expenses aren't tracked, small purchases go unnoticed, emotional spending goes unchecked, wasteful habits stay hidden. It's not the $1,000 mistakes that destroy a budget. It's the $10 leaks, repeated over and over. $5 coffees, $30 takeout orders, $100 streaming subscriptions, random Amazon buys. They don't feel like much until they swallow your paycheck whole. Common myths about budgeting. Let's bust a few lies people believe about budgeting. I don't make enough money to budget. Truth. If you don't make much, budgeting is even more important. Every dollar needs a job. I'm bad with numbers. Truth. You don't need to be an accountant. Budgeting is about awareness, not perfection. Apps do the math for you. I don't want to feel restricted. Truth. A good budget gives you more freedom because you actually know what you can spend without guilt. It's too time-consuming. Truth. With modern tools, you can build a budget in 30 minutes and track it in 5 minutes a week. Budgeting doesn't complicate your life. It simplifies it. How to start budgeting, even if you never have. Step 1. Track your income. Know exactly how much you take home after taxes and deductions. Step 2. List your fixed expenses. These don't change each month. Rent, mortgage, subscriptions, minimum debt payments, etc. Step 3. Estimate your variable expenses. These include groceries, transport, dining out, shopping, etc. Step 4. Assign every dollar a job. Use the zero-based budgeting approach. Income, expenses equals zero. That doesn't mean spend everything. It means plan for everything, including savings and giving. Step 5. Use tools to automate tracking. Budgeting apps like YNAB. You need a budget. Every dollar. Mint Google Sheets. These tools can link to your bank account, track categories, and show you where every cent goes. Step 6. Review weekly. Adjust monthly. Budgets are living documents. Life changes, and so will your spending. The goal is consistency, not perfection. Quick budgeting formula, the 50-30-20 rule. If you're just starting and need a simple structure, try this. 50% needs, rent, groceries, bills, essentials. 30% wants, dining, hobbies, entertainment. 20% financial goals, saving, investing, debt, payoff. As you grow, you can shift more from wants to goals to accelerate wealth building. The power of expense tracking. Budgeting shows you what should happen. Tracking shows you what is happening. Tracking expenses, even just for 30 days, reveals your real spending behavior. It helps you spot subscriptions you forgot about, areas where you consistently overspend, emotional triggers tied to purchases. And once you're aware, you can adjust. From chaos to control, a real-world example. Meet Daniel. He was earning $4,500 per month as a freelance web designer. But somehow, every month ended in overdraft. When he finally tracked his expenses, he was shocked. $650 a month on food delivery, $200 on apps and games, $150 in bank fees, $400 in miscellaneous shopping. None of these were in his mental budget. They just happened. So Daniel built a real budget. He switched to meal prepping and saved $500 a month. He canceled unused subscriptions. He created spending limits with notifications. In 3 months, he built a $2,000 emergency fund. Not from earning more, but from finally telling his money where to go. Tips for sticking to a budget. Name your money goals. Budgets work better when tied to dreams. A house, a business, financial freedom. Use cash envelopes or digital equivalents. For categories you overspend in, like food or fun, use envelopes or preloaded debit cards. Automate what you can. Savings, debt payments, and investments should happen automatically. It reduces the temptation to skip. Celebrate small wins. Each month you stick to your budget. Celebrate. Reinforce the habit. Budget with a partner if needed. If you're married or share finances, budget together. Financial peace is a team effort. Final thoughts on budgeting. You'll never rise above what you don't track. You don't need to budget forever in extreme detail. But until you master money, budgeting is non-negotiable. And here's the good news. It gets easier with time. It becomes second nature. Your bank account grows, your confidence grows. You stop fearing money and start leading it. Next up, habit 3, relying solely on one income stream. There was a time when having a good job with a steady paycheck was considered the gold standard of financial stability. But the world has changed, and clinging to a single source of income in today's economy can be risky. Relying solely on one income stream is the third destructive habit that keeps people in financial struggle. Why one paycheck is no longer enough? Let's be honest. The cost of living is rising faster than wages. Rent, food, transportation, healthcare, and education all going up, but most salaries remain the same for years. Here's the problem. If your job is your only income and you lose it, your entire financial life collapses. If your single source of income is capped, your financial growth is also capped. This is why the average millionaire has at least 3 to 7 income streams. They don't depend on just one flow. They build a system of income that supports them even if one stream dries up. In today's world, financial safety doesn't come from just having a job. It comes from having options. The difference between active and passive income. Let's break this down into 2 categories. Active income. You work, you earn. Stop working, income stops. Examples: salaries, hourly jobs, freelancing, consulting. Passive income. You set it up once, it keeps earning. Examples: dividends, rental income, online courses, digital products. Most people rely only on active income. But if you want to escape the paycheck to paycheck cycle, passive income must become part of your plan. The risk of soul dependence. Here's what depending on one income stream often leads to: stress, because one disruption can ruin everything. Stagnation, because there's no flexibility to grow. Desperation, when emergencies strike and there's no backup. Burnout, because the only way to earn more is to work more. This system doesn't create wealth. It traps people in survival mode. Habit 5. Failing to budget and track spending. 1,500 words. It's not how much someone makes that determines their wealth. It's how well they manage what they make. That's why failing to budget and track spending is the 5th major habit that keeps people financially stuck. Why budgeting matters. A budget is simply a plan for your money. Think of it like a GPS. It tells every dollar where to go instead of wondering where it went. Without it, even high earners can find themselves broke. Here's what happens without a budget. You spend on impulse. You forget about upcoming bills. You get hit with surprise overdrafts. You miss opportunities to save or invest. You live paycheck to paycheck and even on a good income. Most people think they have a money problem when in reality, they have a planning problem. And common reasons. People don't budget. I don't have time. But without budgeting, most people waste more time fixing financial problems. I'm not good with numbers. Budgeting doesn't need spreadsheets or formulas. A pen, notebook, or budgeting app will do. It's too restrictive. A budget isn't a prison. It's a permission slip. It gives you freedom to spend without guilt, knowing your priorities are covered. I already know what I spend. That's the most dangerous assumption. Studies show most people underestimate their monthly spending by 20 to 30%. What a good budget includes: a proper budget should account for fixed expenses, rent, utilities, insurance, variable expenses, groceries, fuel, dining out, savings, emergency fund, investments, retirement, debt repayments, credit cards, loans, giving, tithing, charity, family support, fun money, entertainment, hobbies. A good rule is the 50-30-20 rule. 50% needs 30%, wants 20% savings and debt repayment, or use zero-based budgeting, where every dollar is assigned a job. Tools for easy budgeting. You don't have to do this manually. There are amazing tools available. Apps. YenApp, you need a budget. Mint, every dollar. Pocket Guard. Templates. Google Sheets. Excel envelope system. Great for physical cash spenders. These tools not only track your spending, but show you patterns and warn you of overages. Why tracking spending is critical. Imagine trying to lose weight without tracking what you eat. You may feel okay, but the scale tells another story. It's the same with money. Tracking your spending helps you see where your money really goes. Identify and eliminate waste. Stay accountable to your goals. Feel more in control. Even writing down your expenses for 1 month can be eye-opening. Quick daily habits that build strong money. Tracking. Check your bank account each morning. Just 2 minutes can give you clarity and control. Log expenses right after buying. Make it a habit to record transactions instantly using a notebook or app. Set weekly money reviews. Every Sunday, review your spending, adjust your budget, and set intentions for the week. Use transaction alerts. Banks and apps can notify you in real time when money leaves your account. The psychology behind tracking. When you track your spending, you become more mindful. You pause before buying. You ask, do I really need this? Or will this move me closer to my goal? This mindfulness is what separates spenders from savers, and savers from investors. Examples of what tracking reveals. You might learn you spend $300 a month on coffee and snacks, or that subscription you forgot is still taking $19.99 every month, or that you eat out 10 times a month, but only remember 3. It's not about guilt. It's about awareness. A story to remember. There's a story of a teacher earning a modest salary who became a millionaire by retirement, simply by budgeting and tracking every dollar. Her secret wasn't a 6-figure income. It was discipline and planning. On the flip side, there are celebrities and athletes who earned millions and filed for bankruptcy. Income doesn't guarantee wealth. Management does. Take action. Today, create a basic monthly budget, even on paper. Track every dollar you spend for the next 30 days. Identify 3 areas you can cut back. Redirect those savings to a goal, emergency fund, debt, or investment. Remember, a budget is telling your money what to do, not wondering where it went. Ignoring emergency savings. Life is full of surprises, some good, some very expensive. That's why the 6th habit that keeps people financially stuck is ignoring emergency savings. What is an emergency fund? An emergency fund is a stash of money set aside specifically for unexpected and urgent expenses. These include medical emergencies, job loss, car repairs, home repairs, unexpected travel, family crises. This is not money for vacations, shopping, or holiday sales. It's your financial safety net. Total contribution: $72,000 value at age 65, 7% return, approximately $230,000. Despite investing for only 10 years, Person A ends up with more money than Person B because of the time value of money and the power of early compounding. Why people delay investing. There are many reasons people delay. They think they don't earn enough. They're overwhelmed by where or how to start. They believe investing is only for the rich. They fear losing money. But the truth is, the best time to start investing was yesterday. The next best time is today. Where to begin investing? You don't need thousands of dollars to begin. Today's technology allows anyone to start small. Step 1. Know your investment accounts. 401k or workplace retirement plan. Tax advantages, often with employer match, free money. Roth IRA or traditional IRA. Personal retirement accounts with tax benefits. Brokerage account, for general investing without tax benefits, but more flexibility. Step 2. Know what to invest in index funds and ETFs. Low cost, diversified, beginner-friendly. Target date funds. Adjust automatically as you age. Stocks, individual company shares, more risk, more potential reward. REITs, real estate investment trusts, for real estate exposure without buying property. Step 3. Automate the process. Set up automatic investments monthly, just like you pay bills, pay your future self. Consistency beats timing the market. Step 4. Think long-term. Investing's not gambling. It's not about daily stock picks or chasing crypto trends. Real investing means putting money in solid assets and letting time do its work. Historically, the S&P 500, a stock market index, returns about 7 to 10% per year after inflation. No 20-year period in history has resulted in a negative return. Myths to avoid. I'll start when I make more money. Wealth builds through consistent investing, not waiting for a higher income. It's too risky. Long-term investing in diversified funds is among the most stable ways to grow money. I need to pay off debt first. It doesn't have to be either or. Start small, even if it's $25 a month while paying down debt. I missed the boat. It's never too late. Starting today is still 1,000 times better than waiting. The magic of investing early. Let's say someone invests just $100 per month from age 20 to 60. That's 40 years. Total contribution, $48,000. At 8% return, final value, approximately $310,000. Now, another person invests $300 per month from age 40 to 60. Same $48,000 contribution. Final value at 8%, approximately $146,000. Same money invested, but early investment wins. Final tips to begin today. Download a beginner investing app like Vanguard, Fidelity, M1 Finance, or Betterment. Open a Roth IRA or brokerage account. Choose a low-cost index fund. Set an auto deposit for the same day each month. Ignore market noise. Stay consistent. Investing is like planting a tree. You water it, give it sunlight, and most importantly, give it time. Start today. The future version of yourself will thank you for the seed planted. Habit 8. Ignoring inflation and cost of living adjustments. Another habit that holds people back financially is not accounting for inflation. the silent thief of purchasing power. What is inflation? Inflation is the rate at which prices for goods and services rise over time. It means that what $100 buys today won't be the same as what it buys 10 years from now. For example, in 2000, the average price of a loaf of bread was about $1.72. Today, it's closer to $3.50 in many areas. That's inflation at work. If income doesn't grow at the same rate as inflation, real purchasing power decreases. This is why understanding cost of living adjustments, COLA, is crucial. The danger of flat savings. People often make the mistake of saving money and letting it sit in low-interest accounts like regular savings or checking. While saving is great, not all savings are created equal. If inflation is 3% per year and your bank account earns only 0.5%, your money is actually losing value every year. Strategies to beat inflation. Invest in assets that outpace inflation. Stocks and equity index funds, real estate treasury, inflation-protected securities, TIPS. Negotiate regular income increases. Evaluate your skills annually. Request COLA adjustments in employment. Learn to negotiate salary raises effectively. Diversify your income streams. Start a side hustle. Invest in dividend-paying assets. Build a business or intellectual property. Knowing your real return. Your actual investment return should always be considered after adjusting for inflation. Example, nominal return, 8% inflation. 3% real return equals 5%. That's the true measure of financial growth. Understanding this empowers better planning for retirement, future goals, and family well-being. Total contribution, $72,000 value at age 65, 7% return, approximately $230,000. Despite investing for only 10 years, Person A ends up with more money than Person B because of the time value of money and the power of early compounding. Why people delay investing? There are many reasons people delay. They think they don't earn enough. They're overwhelmed by where or how to start. They believe investing is only for the rich. They fear losing money. But the truth is, the best time to start investing was yesterday. The next best time is today. Where to begin investing? You don't need thousands of dollars to begin. Today's technology allows anyone to start small. Step 1. Know your investment accounts. 401k or workplace retirement plan. Tax advantages, often with employer match, free money. Roth IRA or traditional IRA. Personal retirement accounts with tax benefits. Brokerage account, for general investing without tax benefits but more flexibility. Step 2. Know what to invest in index funds and ETFs. Low cost, diversified, beginner-friendly target date funds. Adjust automatically as you age. Stocks, individual company shares, more risk, more potential reward. REITs, real estate investment trusts, for real estate exposure without buying property. Step 3. Automate the process. Set up automatic investments monthly. Just like you pay bills, pay your future self. Consistency beats timing the market. Step 4. Think long-term. Investing is not gambling. It's not about daily stock picks or chasing crypto trends. Real investing means putting money in solid assets and letting time do its work. Historically, the S&P 500, a stock market index, returns about 7 to 10% per year after inflation. No 20-year period in history has resulted in a negative return. Myths to avoid. I'll start when I make more money. Wealth builds through consistent investing, not waiting for a higher income. it's too risky. Long-term investing in diversified funds is among the most stable ways to grow money. I need to pay off debt first. It doesn't have to be either or. Start small, even if it's $25 a month while paying down debt. I missed the boat. It's never too late. Starting today is still 1,000 times better than waiting. The magic of investing early. Let's say someone invests just $100 per month from age 20 to 60. That's 40 years. Total contribution, $48,000 at 8% return. Final value, approximately $310,000. Now, another person invests $300 per month from age 40 to 60. Same $48,000 contribution. Final value at 8%, approximately $146,000. Same money invested, but early investment wins. Final tips to begin today. Download a beginner investing app like Vanguard, Fidelity, M1 Finance, or Betterment. Open a Roth IRA or brokerage account. Choose a low-cost index fund. Set an auto deposit for the same day each month. Ignore market noise. Stay consistent. Investing is like planting a tree. You water it, give it sunlight, and most importantly, give it time. Start today. The future version of yourself will thank you for the seed planted. Habit 8. Ignoring inflation and cost of living adjustments. Another habit that holds people back financially is not accounting for inflation, the silent thief of purchasing power. What is inflation? Inflation is the rate at which prices for goods and services rise over time. It means that what $100 buys today won't be the same as what it buys 10 years from now. For example, in 2000, the average price of a loaf of bread was about $1.72. Today, it's closer to $3.50 in many areas. That's inflation at work. If income doesn't grow at the same rate as inflation, real purchasing power decreases. This is why understanding cost of living adjustments, COLA, is crucial. The danger of flat savings. People often make the mistake of saving money and letting it sit in low-interest accounts like regular savings or checking. While saving is great, not all savings are created equal. If inflation is 3% per year and your bank account earns only 0.5%, your money is actually losing value every year. Strategies to beat inflation. Invest in assets that outpace inflation. Stocks and equity index funds. Real estate treasury. Inflation-protected securities. TPs. Negotiate regular income increases. Evaluate your skills annually. Request COLA adjustments in employment. Learn to negotiate salary raises effectively. Diversify your income streams. Start a side hustle. Invest in dividend-paying assets. Build a business or intellectual property. Knowing your real return. Your actual investment return should always be considered after adjusting for inflation. Example, nominal return, 8% inflation, 3% real return equals 5%. That's the true measure of financial growth. Understanding this empowers better planning for retirement, future goals, and family well-being. Habit 9. Living without a clear financial plan. A powerful financial habit, or lack thereof, is going through life without a structured financial plan. Think of it like driving across a country with no map, no GPS, and no destination in mind. You might move, but not toward anything meaningful. Why planning matters. A financial plan acts as a roadmap to your future. It outlines your financial goals, how much you need to achieve them, what steps are required along the way, how to track your progress. People who live without a plan often fall into one or more of these traps. Overspending due to lack of budgeting. Undersaving due to undefined retirement goals. Missed opportunities because of short-term thinking. What a good financial plan includes emergency fund plan. 3 to 6 months of living expenses in a high-yield savings account. Debt repayment strategy. Prioritize high-interest debt, like credit cards. Consider snowball or avalanche methods. Short, medium, and long-term goals. Short term, 1 to 3 years. Travel, buying a car. Medium term, 3 to 7 years. Home purchase, starting a business. Long term, 10 plus years. Retirement, college savings, legacy planning. Investment plan, based on your risk tolerance and timeline. Balanced and diversified retirement plan. Clear retirement age goal. Estimated monthly needs. Contribution targets for 401k IRA or pension insurance coverage. Health, life, auto, home, and disability insurance to mitigate risk. Estate plan will, trust, healthcare directives, and power of attorney tools to build a plan. Budgeting apps. Mint, YNAB, every dollar. Robo-advisors. Betterment, Wealth Front Financial Planners. Certified Financial Planners, CFPS. Spreadsheets, simple and custom plans for tracking. Benefits of having a plan. Peace of mind and reduced stress. Greater clarity on financial decisions. Accelerated wealth. Growth through focus and discipline. More meaningful spending aligned with your values. As the saying goes, failing to plan is planning to fail. Wrapping it all together, let's recap the bad financial habits that keep many stuck and how awareness can break the cycle. Living beyond means not budgeting, using credit recklessly, not saving consistently, not tracking expenses, not understanding taxes, not investing early, ignoring inflation, living without a plan. These aren't just habits, these are choices, and choices can change. You don't have to overhaul your financial life overnight. But imagine the compound effect of small, consistent changes. Creating a budget that finally works. Automating investments while you sleep. Tracking your spending and finding hidden leaks. Saying no to impulse purchases and yes to long-term goals. Watching your money work for you, not just work for money. Final encouragement. If no one ever taught you this in school or at home, now you know. And knowledge, paired with action, is powerful. There are people who earn 6 figures and are broke, and others who earn modestly and build quiet wealth, all because of habits. Financial freedom is not just about income, it's about intentional behavior over time. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to start. Small steps beat no steps. And today is the best day to begin. If this video helped you rethink your financial habits, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Share this with a friend. Help someone else get unstuck financially. This is Exceeding Fruitful, where we break down money matters to build a smarter, stronger financial future. One lesson at a time. Until next time, stay wise, stay disciplined, and stay building.